So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. And already we're underway here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of...
Chance for the header! And it's come back out to him. Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got away with one there.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And we have our very first corner. There will be a throw-in. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Palmer! Rudiger is there to clear. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well seen, you saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in space and looking for options. Gets his pass away. Messi swept in. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Osimhen. He's through here. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's cut it out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. And there's green grass ahead of him. Palmer. Chance to shoot now. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Bellingham. Otto.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Osimhen. And he welcomes it in. Saka! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Osimhen. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's fabulous. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
From today's match is
well,
now
obviously
on sale
things
in
are
the
not
stadium
good,
hall.
Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Adams. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Osimhen. He's picked his way through. Bastoni. Bellingham. Out to the right.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Pretty robust defending.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vinicius Junior. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Vinicius Junior really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
The attendance for this match
Back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Hoisted in. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, goes in for the header! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 9, Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Vinicius
So that's
Junior.
2 now without reply.
Oh, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he was quick to react. Adams. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adams cuts it out. And it's Hullet. Saka.
Paris Saint-Germain are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Bellingham. That's beautifully weighted. Ronaldinho. Saka.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's played him through. Nice interception, well timed. And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. And you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. The action has already started.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Iniesta makes the interception. It looked as though that might lead to something. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mohamed Salah! Palmer. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, there's the clearance.
Might want to be careful there.
Palmer. And here's Owen. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And here's Owen. Roberto Carlos. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Van Dijk. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Mohamed Salah. Decent hit! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again in double quick time.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Bayern Munich are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Danielson. Neither of these two had a shot. And that's off target.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bellingham. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's in space and looking for options. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, smashing header! Really well taken goal. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. And the half-time whistle goes. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And the game has already resumed here.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
He's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bayern Munich are looking to play on the count. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Has a goal! They've scored! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Number 18.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Roberto Carlos. And he's quick to snatch it back. Out to the right. Iniesta. Owen. He's had a shot!
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 22.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 15. Vinicius Junior. Number 8. Pep Guardiola. Coming on the field. Number 17.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Ronaldinho. Number 13.
Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now.
Number 23. Beckham.
It's
Substitution
Van
in
Nistelrooy.
progress.
That looks a good ball through. This might... Can he finish? And somehow he managed to miss it.
Danielson has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
For Paris Saint-Germain. Number 18.
Bayern Munich
Owen.
have their second corner
Coming
now.
on to replace him is number 7.
Bayern Munich showing a good level of
Substitution.
intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, well cut out. And the finish! Goal! Bayern Munich! And they get themselves in front!
Paris Saint-Germain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Number 18.
Bayern Munich take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
On the field is number
Well, he got rid
20.
because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Fiddles it through. Mohamed Salah! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
6 added minutes
Beckham.
has been indicated.
Pull it.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Nunez. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Good spot, he's seen the run. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So this beautiful arena in the outskirts of Munich, the epitome of aesthetic perfection and cutting edge, pretty much what the near-capacity crowd are entitled to demand. As you can see, we've already started here. Adams, too strong for his opponent there.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
Decent hit! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto Carlos. Quarter of an hour played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Corner number 2 then. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's got space in the area. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the finish! Unai Simon has that under control. And here's Nunez. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, super ball! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. Nunez. He can run onto that. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's real chance! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's got the beating of his man. He's got the shot away! Marvellous goal!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 7, Darwin Núñez.
And we're underway
Number
again.
10, Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Substitution.
He's quick to get it clear again. Stood up well to him there. Well, played right into his path. Bayer can pick that up. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Now it's Owen.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
Chance for the header! He's been... And one more try!
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham, who's set up 1 goal so far. That's a good ball out wide. Vinicius Junior!
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 15.
Paris Saint-Germain get their 4th corner.
Number 22. Palmer. Coming on the field.
Has a goal! He has done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with 2 very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Owen. Bellingham! Bellingham! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho. Owen. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have
Hello,
too much
everyone,
riding on it,
and
but
welcome to
it is
Old
equally
Trafford.
clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That has been cut short. Over to the left, and here's Vinicius Junior. And that was very necessary. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And he's there to get it away. Palmer. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something...
In with a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
No, that was never going to make it. Palmer. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Bellingham. Well read, and the danger is averted. He can get that clear. Now it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. Batistuta! Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Bellingham. Oh, that's well spotted. No way through. Yamal. Oh, delightful ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Messi. He is through here. That's going to go a long way. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, red, nice interception. Costa Curta. Palmer. Darwin. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good
There
from
will
him.
be 1 minute at a time.
Bellingham. That is a great pick out. Nunez! They've done it! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and
it's half-time here. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each.
From today's match is now
Reflections
on
on the
sale
first
in the
half?
stadium hall.
yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the second half started.
Paris Saint-Germain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And here's Torres. Oh, he's following up! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Darwin. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Fernando Torres. Chips it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Vinicius Junior. Darwin. Out to the right. And here's Messi. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution.
Quality ball. Darwin. Now it's Saka. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Ronaldinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, played right into his path.
Paris Saint-Germain are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Guardiola. And he cuts out the supply. Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Nistelrooy. Paris Saint-Germain are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And he's gone looking for safety. Palmer. Saka. Roberto Carlos. Palmer.
2 added minutes.
Cleared without hesitation. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. There is an expectant air here in North London. The Emirates serving the embodiment of class, sophistication for its illustrious inhabitants. Up to 60,000 here, expecting the team to meet their expectation. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Good spot, he's seen the run. He is through here. Shot a goal! It's in! 2-0, and in next to no time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Palmer. Vinicius Junior. Swept in. Nunez! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Are looking to go forward now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Neymar, and he's been shifted off it. Messi, he's had it taken off him.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Otto. It's Bellingham. Darwin. Palmer. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Otto. And it's Messi.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Darwin. Neymar does really well to win the ball there.
Nunez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Van Dijk.
There
Guardiola.
will be 1 minute added time.
And the half-time whistle goes. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution.
And the action is back underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Paris Saint-Germain, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Owen. And he's let fly. And that will sail harmlessly past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Cafu. And here's Neymar.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
India appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that...
Can he put it away? Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's onside. Palmer. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. That looks a good ball through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well read, nice interception. Palmer. Back into the middle. Messi. And it's Messi. Beckham cuts out the pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Ronaldinho. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Hullet. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he latch on to this? They've scored! And what a climax we have here!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
The goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain after 88 minutes is number 20.
Paris Saint-Germain give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Indicated.
And that is out of play. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's at the end. Paris Saint-Germain were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Quick reminder today.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Paris Saint-Germain never really got into this game. I think conceding early